Is the lunatic from the woods here, out here in the middle of the trees. We're going to talk a little bit about semen retention, the benefits of day 60. Okay, so I'm actually on day 60 right now. For anyone who follows this channel, they know like I'm in a lot of pain and I wasn't working. And I have been interviewing like crazy on these, these last like 3-4 months, trying to figure out like what I can actually do, what I'm actually physically able to do. I actually went on an interview with like a really good job, light work, good pay, good health benefits, everything. I didn't even prepare for the interview. They just kept pulling me back. I didn't prepare for any of them. And like, I was even thinking about it later. Like, I was surprised at myself for the answers that I was giving. I was a little worried about doing it. I mean, it's light work. It's a lot of walking back and forth and stuff like that. Not a lot of heavy lifting or anything. I wouldn't even try to take anything if it was like heavy lifting. So yeah, you're definitely like sharper, and you're definitely like, you'll know what to say to people. If people come at you, like, you'll know what to say. And it's just ridiculous how nice people were to me and how like accommodating. Like, I had a problem like getting my benefits, my health benefits squared away. So I emailed HR. HR got back to me right away. She set up an appointment. She went out and like found IT because I was like locked out of my account or something. It was just crazy. And even my boss pulled me aside and he's like, if you ever have a problem with anything, he's like, just ask me. He's like, I'll take care of it. He's like, I'll take care of it. And it was just like, I've never experienced that before in my whole life. Just people being that nice. So yeah, I mean, people are going to be like super nice to you for whatever reason. Maybe they could sense that energy, or like something's definitely going on there. I also noticed that like, there's certain people, they can feel that radiating off of you and they'll be like confused. They just stop and look at me. Like, that's been happening the last couple days. The last couple days that's been happening. The energy levels are definitely better. A lot of times just with being in pain and everything, like I couldn't really get out of bed. Just stuff like that. Yeah, really, really wild stuff. Like, you would never think that would spin that way. Yeah, really, really cool stuff. Just kind of like people coming up closer to you and stuff like that. People staring at you and just being confused about that energy. People being like super nice to you. Like even like animals and stuff. Like, dogs won't really growl at you anymore, stuff like that. Because when you're doing stuff like that, you're weakening yourself. You're weakening yourself, and it's just, I mean, you go through this stuff after a while and you realize that it's just an illusion. Like, you're seeking, the Buddha talked about this, like, you're seeking pleasure. There is no pleasure. It's a one road to misery. Like, when you start seeking pleasure, you're going down and down and down the rungs. It's just an illusion. I mean, I guess you have to like kind of realize that and kind of go through it. Like, you're making yourself more and more miserable. There's different like levels to that, like with consciousness and stuff. You start to be able to, it's almost like you could read people's thoughts. Like, I mean, I looked over and people were just, they just stare. And you could tell, like, I could tell right away. I'm like, oh, they're confused. Like, they don't know what they're feeling. They don't know what they're looking at. So it definitely radiates something out of you. Strengthens that auric field and everything. So really cool stuff. I'm just going to continue on with it. Because, like, I mean, this really isn't that big of a deal to me to just not do stuff like that. I don't really care about it. I know some people are like struggling with it and stuff like that. I think I was kind of when I was younger, but not so much. Not so much now, because it does weaken and stuff like that. I know that there's like older people, you know, that just they can't control it. They're a complete slave to their lust and with the edging and yeah, I mean, I think I just kind of like realized that with all that stuff, like, you're building up an illusion in your head about a woman and what it's a fantasy. The actual reality of what that woman isn't going to conform to what your fantasy is. So it's only a fantasy. That's what the devil is. He promises you this fantasy and it's not real, and he takes you down to fucking hell. Yeah, so this is the lunatic from the woods. I'll post my semen retention journal up there. Get on the journey, guys. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome stuff. Another weird thing, I noticed, I saw pictures of myself when I was younger, and pictures of myself like now that I'm older. And I have been told a lot that people think I have colored contacts on because my eyes are so light. I don't know if you could see that, but I noticed, like, I looked in the picture, I'm like, my eyes don't look like, they don't look the same. Like, they're lighter. Like, they're more vibrant, they're more colorful from when I was younger. You know, just expelling myself all the time, it deadens everything. And you got to take in consideration, like, I'm old too. I'm close to 50 years old. And, like, you know, like, I have more electricity going through my eyes and everything now than I did when I was, you know, mid-20s, 20 years old, 25. Yeah, that was something I noticed, and people have been asking me that a lot. They all think I have colored contacts on. It's just crazy. You can't make this stuff up. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the lunatic from the woods. Check out my shop. You guys have a blessed day.